So good evening, mentorship traders. We are on the 12th of September, Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. As always, our mentorship live session. We will first talk about the index, like we do all the time, and then I'll take up your doubts and questions. I'll also introduce you to the software that I have been using. I'll show a little bit about that as well. All coming up in tonight's class. So thank you for joining in. Newcomers, this session is for an hour, Thursday nights 8:30 to 9:30, and from this month we have decided that one of these Thursdays we will do it during live market hours. So first few minutes will be dedicated to Nifty analysis. So straight away, let's do a top-down approach. Back to our channels. Now these are the power of RSI driven channels that we had drawn weeks back, a couple of months back in fact. So one look at the weekly chart, the Nifty is hovering at the 10,800, 11,000, 10,900, that's the kind of zone. It's essentially buying time at the lower border of this blue rising channel. This is the longest channel in our chart that we have drawn. The red one is of lesser duration. The blue one goes all the back, almost 3 years, December 2016. So it's very, very crucial. Where we are is an extremely crucial level for the overall markets. So the index is at intermediate to long-term supports. All right. What we have so far this week is a volatility for sure, and that's not a new thing. Last week we did see volatility, the week after that and the week after that. So I think by now we are quite used to this. But then if I drill down one time frame lower and take you to the daily chart, look how beautifully the index is behaving to our channel, the green one that we had drawn a few weeks back. I think this was drawn 2 weeks back. See that the correction that we saw in today's trade essentially came from the high of this channel, which is a confluence zone from this falling channel and this horizontal support. So this is like the mother of all supply. And I say that if this is taken out, if this 11,200 zone is taken out, then these lows are not coming anytime soon. So the index needs to actually show enough strength and take this zone out. Remember that on this day, when we did the class on this night, we spoke about that this can be a trap. And it was a trap. But generally when such traps happen and it's supported by short squeeze, they don't give this kind of correction. They just run away. The fact that we have this correction, this trap was not a strong one. There was not enough bearishness in this fall for it to be trapped. And that's why the index is now trapped or completely range bound. It's got supports close to that 10,800, 10,650, 700. You know, you can see the levels and the channel. And on the upside, 11,100, 11,200. So we're pretty lucky, I would say, that the kind of levels and channels that we have been drawing a few weeks back, the market's actually behaving to these levels very well, which suggests that our view, research, analysis, whatever you name it, is in line with the market's behavior. And we can expect that if the index breaks away on the upside, it's going to be a big move. And similarly, if the index breaks down on the downside, then also it can lead to some serious damage to the structure of the market of price. So not much takeaway. If I go one time frames lower and open the 75-minute chart, the TF-1, you can see how beautifully the green line has been holding. This is like literally magic, right? Just look at the way today's high was gapped here. So this green channel is from a short-term point of view. We need a breakout or a breakdown. We have these levels on the upside, this gray bordered resistance band, resistance zone. So not much takeaway from the Nifty. It's very similar to what we discussed last week and last week. We are stuck. It's volatile. Making money is not that easy. Let's do quick trades, short-term trades. If I see some profits, let's take it out. You never know, it can just fizzle out. In terms of levels, stays the same. 11, 11,100, 11,200 on the downside, 10,800, and then further down, if I look at the lower border of the green line, then it's close to 10,650. Now, I'll take this opportunity to share with you that if you can clearly see this green channel, clearly the upper border has been respected multiple times. The lower border so far has not got any tests. So whether 650, 700 zone or this green line on the lower end will give us any support or not, I don't know, and I'm not very hopeful either. But this on the upper border is extremely well respected by the market. So the upper border is far more stronger than the lower. The lower needs to prove itself. That is, if it comes down, it bounces back, etc., etc. But as of now, let's see whether we have an upside breakout or not. Strategically, please stay light, stick to the index or stick to stocks which are in a very healthy, strong uptrend or downtrend, because the index is completely range bound. Do short-term quick trades, book profits, and keep your stop losses in place all the time. That's our view of the Nifty. I always use the trading view because the quality of the channels drawn here is far better. I'll take you now to TT Iris. We've been talking about this. It is the Iris Plus software, but it is a different one which is provided. I've taken up the subscription from India Infoline. I'll share this with all our mentorship traders that we are one of the first movers to go for this product. It has bugs. I have been updating them and giving them our feedback periodically every day. They're improving on it. And so far so good for me. Thanks to you guys. You had suggested for awesome oscillator, and there you go. They have added it. It is there. So similar chart. This is the Nifty chart, and the reason I got you into the TT Iris chart is I would like to quickly check the behavior of various sectors over the last 1 week and find out that which are the ones which are leading or dragging the market. So all indices, if I run, this is done on the report designer, and I see that IT is taking a beat. If you remember TCS, it's been falling sharply for the last 7 days now. The order is damaged, so that's not a good sign. Energy stocks are also at the losing end. Gainers comes from PSU banks, real estate, auto. Now these are all the auto especially are the ones which were losers, but they are giving them some kind of a bounce back. Metal is also giving us a bounce back. It's a good thing to see. PSU banks don't have a great weightage apart from if I talk about SBI. But apart from that, not much weightage coming in from the others. Real estate also not that great. Auto to some extent, Maruti is there, Tata Motors and the others. Bank Nifty is close to 2% up this week, or not this week, 5 days, Thursday to Thursday. But overall, I think it's a mixed market, which is clearly shown by the behavior of the Nifty. Now, before I take up your doubts and questions, I will I will do all these. I'll share all these things with you soon. So I'm going to quickly run a system, which I'm going to call this the gold digger. In fact, I made a video today. I'll be looking at these. This is a different multi-frame trading setup, which throws me possible trades. I'm just quickly gonna go through them and find any good perspective for tomorrow's trade. Jindal Steel has actually given a decent breakdown from the highs. Larsen is interesting. So guys, you can look at Larsen tomorrow. I will be looking at it also tomorrow. Looks like a prospective trade on the short side. So is Motherson Sumi. PFC can be very interesting short trade tomorrow. Infra I won't touch. SBI looks interesting as well, though there's been a range expansion on the 15-minute chart. So I'll be looking at Larsen and Toubro, Motherson Sumi, PFC for sure. If I'm looking at SBI, I look at Bank of Baroda. On the long side, I've got SBI Life and HCL Tech. Yeah, HCL Tech definitely is worth keeping a watch for tomorrow's trade. We've got 5 consecutive negative days, so we can expect some kind of a short-term bounce back. SBI Life, no, I don't like the liquidity in this stock as of now. So HCL Tech for tomorrow on the long side. Let's see. This is a new strategy which I'll share with you later. But L&T, Motherson Sumi, PFC, and SBI on the short side as well. So as I keep on testing this strategy, I keep on doing actual trades with real profits and losses, I will soon share this new intraday strategy with every one of you. All right, so that's for tonight's market view. Let's now, as always, as tradition says, let's move ahead and take up your doubts and questions one by one. And I'll also show a little bit about the new software. So let's start. Please ask your questions.